Hello, and I'm back with more Zeepkist, and this is the final round of Zeepkist Super League Season 1. For me it's pretty interesting experience, I would say, because this is the first time when I'm playing on keyboard, not on gamepad, because I broke mine, and I need really get used to playing in keyboard, and it's so different. Well, you know all line what you need, but it's quite different. My muscle memory used to use sticks for steering, not buttons. But anyway, quick reminder what ZCL and how it works. ZCL is Zeepkist Super League, friendly open competition where track of each round combine in one theme. First season have 6 rounds with 15 tracks each, 7 minutes for one track. Your fastest time go on board. Every time when you finish you receive 1 point, no finish no points, and I believe everyone who finished like from 1st to 12 or 14 position have standard Zeepkist point system. Anyway, on the video I show you my best result for each track. Not every track I finished, but I already have good excuse. I try to put a result after each track, and it's show just who finish on what position, and don't pay attention on points because they are different in Zeepkist and count differently from ZCL. And this room was open prior and there was already some points, so please don't pay attention to points itself. All standings you can already see on zeepkist.st. Well, I try to not forget this time, put the link into the description, but I promise myself it every time, every round. And usually all map that will be used on the round known prior. For this time I believe it was known about like a week or 10 days before, so everyone have opportunity to practice, to try them on single mode, on open lobbies, and most of this track were already for like 2-3 weeks on the Steam Workshop. I have video about all 50 or like 48 maps this time, and I tried them all on my gamepad. Now I'm playing on keyboard and all experiences are different. As I said, it's different feeling, you use different muscle memory for everything. It's like you know where you need to go, but it's your body, your muscle need to process this differently. So you can see I already made couple excuses for not be good and why my results are so bad as real professional player. So yeah, and average my position like 20, 16, and I try to do it more or less stable. It's, well, sometimes tracks more suits for me, sometimes not. And one interesting thing I noticed that some track are more suits for keyboard player, some for gamepad player, just because of precise tracks, precise corners. And right now this is the first track which I didn't finish because at this moment, so just to remind, each track you have 7 minutes to finish it, and it's been like already 4 or 5th map, and I not used so like tapping on the keyboard, same buttons, and it was already painful for me, and so yeah, made in more excuse. I'm struggling more than usual, but some tracks were fine. I find my pace, and usually, as you can see and you probably noticed, I need a lot of time to find the proper way of keyboard steering, and usually it's happened more like at the end of the track, like last couple of minutes. So apparently playing on a keyboard for me was more, I would say, give me more stable results than on gamepad, which really surprising for me. Well, maybe it wasn't so great gamepad. Well, it wasn't, it's like 10-15 bucks and it was for me like 2-3 years, but still it had analog input, so you can adjust all your steering like 20, 30, 50%. And now for all corners I need tapping to not oversteer my car, my soul box. But for example, this track, Caprice Canyon, it's really fast, more straightforward, and you have room for like steering. You don't need so precise steering, and fast speed in this situation with the keyboard give pretty good results. And I did it. I finished 14. It's not big achievement. I still receive 1 point, so it's basically nothing, but for me, as I said, one of the goals be basically top 16, and doing it with a keyboard pretty good. And now I'm doing Gloomy George by Kirkup, and I really enjoy this map. Now I've done all these fast moments, fast track, because it have like multiple way to finish it, and I really like Kirkup tracks. I believe I played most of his maps. Well, not all of them, but in like last 2-3 months, I believe his maps I play most, and I like them. Usually when I doing some open lobbies, people said that his map like have natural flow and it's transition from one scene to another, like from one element to another element, and it's just feel nice. And I've done it less than a minute, so it's definitely I will create some short from it, because I really enjoy this track. As you can see, I'm almost in top 16, and I understand that in this case it's not 100% relevant, because there's 2 rooms, and in the second room there are like 10 people, so they not on this timetable, but they will be included in final result board in Zeepkist.st. And I tried to not forget to put link in the description when you can see whole result for whole season, for everything, if I don't forget about it, which I usually did for all of ZCL videos, so again, sorry about that. But let's return to Canyon in the Cloud. I will be doing it sometimes, returning to the video and for tracks what I'm driving right now. And as people said, this is one of the hardest track because of this not really aligned transition from one element to another, and people struggling to understand where you probably could drive into the water with having more speed, or you will be more beneficial driving upwards and not losing speed by driving up. And please let me know, do you like this type of video when I'm not like directly talking what happening on the track or just my thoughts? Because hey, this time I'm doing it differently and I really want to know, is it okay, is it fine? But let's return to Hearthstone Canyon. And this track really interesting because right now I'm showing not my best attempt, but my best attempt which it could be, because spoiler, I just missed the finish, and if you will see the time, it was like 45 with something, and it's really faster than my 51, so it's less than 6 seconds, and I definitely wouldn't finish on the last position if I missed this last jump. But well, you can't change history, right? There definitely should be good proverb for it, but I don't know any. If you do, please put it in the comment section, thanks. As for the track, well, at least I finished it, so 1 point in my collection. Dusty Layers, it's just Maki map, which as usual doing really interesting, really great maps, and they usually need some effort, some skills to finish, and my pinky finger are so in pain right now, and it's like cramp, and usually I'm like doing 50% maps from just Maki, and now I'm thinking like, oh man, I will never finish it because, well, I know how to do this map, I've done it in the past, I love it, it's have couple really interesting elements that Maki uses right now in most of his track, and it's like reverse half pipe, and you need to be a little bit precise if you don't have enough speed to not fall down, and I understand that it will be so painful, but surprisingly I never fell off from like half pipe, which I honestly thought that this will be my hardest element on this map, but surprisingly I never fell off. Yes, I was slow, I missed some corners, I do some bad jumps or bad trajectory, but I never fell off. Here I tried to watch how War can do this track, and it's really helped me to be faster, to find more faster line. But well, knowing faster line doesn't mean that you can follow up this line. You still need experience in steering, and you need to be really precise on that, which I'm really struggling, especially on this map where you're moving just in like half pipe, and any your small mistake is just leading you fell off from the track and you just can't make it finish. I fell down a couple of times in this like glassy wall ride, which also like not really great. It never was a problem for me before that, I don't know, but anyway, like I'm happy that I'm still finishing, I'm still holding on. And Quick Canyon Cruise was pretty painful map for me, because with all this sand, with all these turns, it was way harder on the keyboard, and I was really struggling at the beginning of this track. And as you can see, 5 minutes of this track and I still didn't finish once. This jump from this loop really got me. I was crashing on these rocks like again and again, and even if I had enough speed to jump over them, my landing was awful. I just landed like sideways, and I didn't have enough speed for doing this loop. And I was just lucky to finish it, because if I would hit the finish slightly outside, I just was like pushing over, crash without counting on a finish line. I had such experience a couple of times. And now this is the longest map of this round. It's calm, but it's all about maintaining your speed. There are a couple really tight corners, thanks to after he put like signs, slow down and wavy road. It's like this one, and you just need to maintain your speed, and the faster you go here, or the more speed you maintain without crashing, the faster you will be at the finish. Easy, right? Yeah. Some people try to corner cut this track, but well, it's not worth it. At the beginning you can try to jump over the rocks, but it's not worth. I saw a couple of people do it, but I was definitely faster than them after this moment. So yeah, you cut piece of track, but you lose a lot of speed. And in this map, because it's at the beginning, it's more beneficial just be on the road. And I definitely could finish this track under the minute, but yeah, keyboard. And it's like P17, almost first page, so I'll take it. Next map, Rapid Ravine. This is really fast map with couple of really fast jumps and one really interesting trick which helped me save like 3 seconds. As you can see, pretty cool jump. I copied, I believe I saw it, it's like Lazy Hidna or Psycho number 7 did this trick. And also I was thinking, why are you doing it? Because you don't have engine, so like in Trackmania for example, it won't save you time for acceleration, like less air time in more acceleration, but if you don't have any engine it doesn't matter. But then I understand that the less curvy your jump or the more flattened your trajectory, more speed you maintain and you need to bounce, less impact on you. Chime Chase, I was so struggling, so pain already was not only in my hand, but like not on my fingers, but in my palm and go upper. It was slightly new experience for me, and I was thinking that my result will be worse and worse, but as you can see, I'm almost at the same pace, like 22nd place. Well, now I'm doing maybe better with gamepad, but it's around the same place that I'm usually doing, like there are some levels faster, some slower, and this is a great answer for me, and maybe for other people. Is gamepad more beneficial than keyboard? And apparently not. It's just use what you used to use, and some tracks are more aligned with keyboard inputs, some are gamepad. And I was watching video when the new developer of this game, he told that he creates this game mostly for keyboard, and he added gamepad because it was in Unity. So you can play it even in a wheel, but you need to really set up your feedback because it's awful. It's like give your turn like in 90 degrees, and it's really not enough to do like proper turning for the soulbox. And gamepad, for example, for fast turning, I was every time struggling on track with fast change in turnings, and I noticed that when you use keyboard you can do it faster and you're not so struggling. So yeah, you can use anything, even bananas, if you're comfortable with it. So this was the last track from first season of Zeepkist Super League, and second season I believe start in May. Map contest already open, so people start posted map on Discord or Steam Workshop. You can download it there. So if you watch until this moment, please leave like, I think I deserve it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe for see more Zeepkist and maybe other games. And thanks for watching, bye.